So YouTube, peace, hotep, the black man is God. Today, I'm making a video. I don't know what about. I'm just gonna be freestyling, basically. Yeah. I'm looking in the news and it says nearly a dozen Republican senators announced plans to vote against county electoral votes. So what does that mean? That means when Joe Biden is supposed to be sworn in to be president, there's going to be people who are going to contest that, and they're going to want to see like some form of some recount. I think that Trump and some Republicans are going to go ahead with this whole plan to, just try to overthrow this election. So, uh, it's all a stage show to so it's whatever. I don't know what's going on. Maybe this whole rumor of Trump and martial law is true, but I seen something else that has something to do with politicians, and it was Nancy Pelosi. Somebody vandalized Nancy Pelosi's house with a pig's head, and I'm beginning to think that people are starting to wise up. Like this whole pandemic thing happened, and then people, American people, they burned down buildings, our own businesses. We rioted, people, just going crazy in this country. But they're not really being mad at the people who are actually causing you to have all your businesses shut down and not be able to make money. And these people who are causing these things to happen to you are the actual politicians. And I think that what's going on is people are really starting to say, all right, burning all our stuff down and rioting and all this is not going to solve any problems. We need to get mad at the politicians. And I think that's what this thing was, why people wanted to get Trump out of there so bad, because they want to say, all right, we're tired of this and we want this over. And Trump is not handling it the right way. So we need to get new people in here to handle this the right way. But it seems like the new regime or whatever is just this same it's just the same. Trump was just a loudmouth, but behind the scenes, things are run by the same people under Trump or under Biden. So there is no difference, and I think that people are seeing that, and they just like, you know what? I think they're just getting angry at politicians, and they're lashing out at these politicians. That's why this pig's head was found at Nancy Pelosi's house. Okay. Next, we have stimulus update. When to expect the $600 and $300 enhanced unemployment. I don't know about that. I mean, it is what it is. You may get it, you may not get it. You may qualify, you may still not qualify for the stimulus check. Some people have already got it. I mean, but that's just like, really, people cannot go to work. Their businesses are shut down, and that's what you're giving them, $600. But there is the payment, payroll and protection loans, and they have some things to help people. But I was saying this a couple of nights ago. Is like, this seems like an attack against the American people, the American culture, the American way of life. I like all these small businesses are being shut down. Yeah, they're giving us money with the stimulus package, and you get unemployment and there's payroll protection, but it's like you're telling people they can't work and then you're giving them money. That's going to devalue the money. And not only is it going to devalue the money, but it's like making America a third world country. It's like we're all on lockdown. It's like we're all in prison. It's like prison planet. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I was saying this before, that the reason why people like immigrants come to this country and they hate black Americans so much is because that black Americans actually fought against slavery and won. And if you look at countries like India and in China, people are still enslaved. They're basically working for like uh like $7 a day, or like 200, $300 a month, and like Xbox is, or PlayStation 5 is $500. It doesn't matter what part of the world you live in or how much money you make or what it's called. It's $500, and people cannot afford to buy things like Americans can afford to buy things. We really are living in luxury. You know, well, we were used to be, and I think that was, that's why it's the American dream was so for so many people from other countries to come to this country and be able to reap the benefits of what we, Black Americans, have made, and that's why they hate us, because they envy us, because they wish that they can go back to their country and do what we did here and overthrow the evil people in charge, making everybody slaves and become free. Now we all know that we're not completely free, or we weren't completely free, but we were more free. And now with this COVID thing, it seems like they have re-locked like everybody down. And it's like, instead of it just being just Black Americans as slaves, it's like we're all slaves. All Americans are slaves. And it's like, and if you're black, you're like a double slave. So it's like crazy. And then there's all these talks about reparations. I remember Patrice O'Neal had an idea about reparations, and black people should not have to pay taxes because taxes is basically a form of slavery, and we're already slaves. And so that's like triple slaves. So you got this COVID thing where, they blocked everybody down, and they're talking about restricting travel, and it's just making everybody slaves. All right, let's go to the next story. Police officer paid for fan. No, that's bullshit propaganda. All right, let's see what we got here. Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild 2 release date. No, I don't want to talk about that. Horror movie. New Mexico minimum wage. Oh, you know what? There's not a story here, but I was reading the paper, and they were saying that people who have medical marijuana cards can now use marijuana in the prison system. Isn't that crazy? So if you have a medical marijuana card, you can legally smoke marijuana or the little weed pen or whatever they give you in prison. So yeah, that's a thing. I was just thinking like, wow, that's crazy. That's good. I guess it's a good thing. It's medical. So if it's a medicine, why shouldn't you be able to take it in there? If you can smoke cigarettes in there, why shouldn't you be able to have medicine? And then when it comes to recreational, how does that work? Because all right, so if it's recreational, can you just have it like you would have a cigarette? But I mean, how does that work? Because you can't have alcohol, but you can have cigarettes. So how do you who regulates what kind of substances that you can have in prison? Like, why is it okay for you to have cigarettes but not alcohol? And if it's recreational marijuana, is that just a form of a cigarette, or can they not have that? But they already said, I guess in my state at least, that if you have medical marijuana, you can use it. So I don't know. That's the thing. What else do we got here? Uh, Linux for the N64. Canavo Alvarez vacates WBA middleweight. Okay, well that's about it. I don't really have much to say about that. I mean, I like boxing, but I really don't care about that character. Only thing that in boxing that happened recently was, the Mike Tyson Roy Jones fight, and that was a little bit overhyped, and it's kind of a bit like anticlimactic without a crowd there. I don't know. It just seemed like a lot of this stuff is. Oh come on, man! Are you serious? Like, I don't want to get copyright strike, but I was like listening to something, and then that shit just popped up in the back. Like, I don't know how long that was playing, and it's annoying. Like, it forced me to, because I was trying to put no copyright music in the background because I had some background noise happening. So now that I was trying to make a video and have this music playing in the background, and they just popped up with someone's horrible music, And now I'm thinking, I don't know, I might get a copyright strike. So, whatever. Peace, Hotep. The Black Man is God, and I'm out.